Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Z James. This is Z32 Workshop, and this beside me is my 1993 Nissan 300ZX convertible autocross car, weekend car. Not so much autocross lately, not so much weekend car at the moment. I've been slow upgrades this season, unfortunately, and finding time in here. As you can hear in the shop, I've got fans going. It is 95 degrees outside, which means it's hotter than that in the garage, so I'm very warm. In this episode, we're going to take off the lower control arm, the A arm, on the rear side, on the passenger side. In the previous video, I did the driver's side. That was a two-part episode. Putting it in, this episode is going to be taking it out, and it's all going to be time-lapse, but the process is the same. I'm going to do the sway bar link, I'm going to do the two bolts to the back of the A arm, I'm going to take the axle off. I'm going to leave it in, but sort of just hanging in the way, so I'm going to take out the 4 bolts there. Those are 14 millimeters. The nut on the end of the axle is an 1 7/16. There's a millimeter equivalent to that. Ball joint is a 22 millimeter, and the 2 bolts, and this are 19 millimeters. And then I'm going to get that out. I probably won't put that back in this episode. I'll probably do it in the next. It's just as it takes a little bit to take everything apart, because you got to rotate the axle each time, break stuff apart. It's just a slow, arduous process. For me anyway. I'm not a shop, I'm a guy doing this garage floor. Even though I got lots of tools, it's still our hand tools. I got very little power tools because I haven't made the investment, because I just, as much as I do stuff I probably should, but I'm not going to throw the money at it at the moment. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Let me take you over to the car, show where we're at. Last episode, and I didn't show this to you guys. Sorry about the fan noise. In the previous episodes, you know, we've got the toe adjustment, the upper cam adjustments are in. Now I've got the lower control arm back in, and I did redo the sway bar link to the middle settings. Hopefully you guys can see that. Next we're gonna go over to, after we do the A-arms, these coils are coming out, or not coils, these shocks are coming out. Let's get over here. Let's actually get to the driver's passenger side here. So we're gonna take this apart, and I'm gonna start by breaking those loose, take that out, the sway bar link, get the 5 bolts, undo the nut back here, and then yeah, that should do it. That's for getting it out of the car. This one should be slightly easier for torquing up, because I do not have a filler neck to deal with. Sorry about moving the camera, guys. Just something's loose. So let's get to it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, time. time warp, really long time warp. As you saw, A-arm, passenger side's off with the seat off. It took a little bit more heat than I anticipated, but she finally popped. And it's really, really hot. So that's gonna be do it for this episode. I know it's all about me just taking it off, but I feel like it's gonna be, I don't have to do a whole bunch, but I really don't want these things more than 15 minutes for anyone. They're easier to digest, catch money lunch break, information for people how to do things. Once again on this one, I did take the plastic cover off. So I'll put on the new one. So the next episode will be me putting the A-arm back in and all the associated torque specs and back in order. Nothing funky came about at all on any of this, not that I can recall. What you do need is, you know, a jaw puller to pull it off, and a little bit of heat. I use a micro torch. I use it for everything. The jaws, you know, pulley pullers I got those Harvey Freight. A lot of my tools are Harvey Freight jobs, realistically, because I don't need them. I mean, I'm not a professional. I don't use them for myself. I only need them for the specific job I have at that time. If I use them again, it's always an added bonus. And those jaws pullers I've used, I would say a half dozen times. Micro torch I've used a bajillion. That thing is way more handier than you would actually believe. So yeah, that's where it's at. In the below the description should have all the torque settings for all the bolts that we took off. I'll put back on. I know they're not in this one. Plus all the associated tools that I used. For the most part, between it, you know, a 22mm inch and 7/16 for the axle come out, 14mm on the 5 axle bolts, 14mm on the sway bar link, 19mm on the 2 back bolts on the A-arm. That should be the sizes that I use and everything, and then various breaker bars and links to get them through that. Some of them were deep wall, some of them were not. It just depends on where I was at and what tool I had. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or comments, hit me below. Contact me through the email. It's on my site there, through YouTube if you guys got questions about this stuff. To be honest with you, these A-arms look pretty good. But I am going up with better and harder bushings. That's what the Nismo units are going in for on this. Oh, sorry about the camera drop there, guys. Yeah. So, alright. Catch you guys later. I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Every little bit helps this channel. Once again, I'm Z James, and this is Z32 Workshop. Catch you later. Bye.